Hey guys, KingMunch here, back with another video. Cartoon shows apparently make seasonal holiday episodes for when it comes to Halloween, Christmas, Easter, and apparently Valentine's Day. May I ask, why Valentine's Day? Was it some type of quick cash grab? We would truly never know. We have a very special guest for today's show, and I would love for you guys to meet him.
Yo, it's me, famous YouTuber AwesomeMay, and I'm here to talk about the worst Valentine's Day episodes with KingMunch. Thank you for inviting me, dude. And also, while you're here on KingMunch's channel, make sure to subscribe and, maybe subscribe to AwesomeMay too if you haven't. Let's get into this.
I'll be covering an episode from Robotboy that aired in 2005 on Cartoon Network. The episode was literally called Valentine's Day, as if the creators couldn't think of anything better to name this episode. Maybe a robot Valentine or a very bot Valentine or something like that, which is actually a pretty good name, speaking that bot rhymes with bad. Okay, it actually doesn't, but you get the point. The episode starts with the main antagonist of the series, Dr. Kamikaze, either listening to music or maybe writing a poem. It doesn't really show us clearly, but the weirdest thing about how this whole entire episode started is the fact that Kamikaze commanded his henchmen to give himself 100 lashes. And he enjoyed it. What kind of henchman is this? He's on the next level of stuff. Don't look at the screen while he's getting whipped. There's kids watching this. We then see our main boy protagonist, Tommy Turnbull, daydreams about his crush, which is apparently his bully. How does any of this make any sense? And to put onto this, he's actually a super intelligent child. So intelligent that he should be in college right now. The writers for this episode were kinda dumb in my opinion, cause the main premise of the episode was for that Dr. Kamikaze tricks Lola, one of Tommy's best friends, into going to the auditorium by herself. And this was from a fake Valentine's Day card that says it was signed by Tommy. And the dumb thing these writers put on this script is that Tommy already given her a card. Why are y'all making her dumb? There's no way a kid could fall for something like this. He already given you a card. Lola did eventually get caught, but who allowed these two grown people inside of the school? How did they get in? Why not show us as the viewers how did they get inside instead of going straight to the point? Tommy was also tricked by Figlater, stating that he should go to the Tunnel of Love. And while he arrives, he didn't see Kamikaze having Lola hostage. I should point out that all of his evil plans throughout the entire series is for him to take Robotboy from Tommy, so he could copy his entire design to take over the world and achieve world domination. As the fight goes on, I absolutely hate how Robotboy didn't do nearly as much action on this episode. What all you do is make him shoot a couple Cupid men and call it a day? What? Weak. And how did this guy magically get an arrow up his butt? And why is he still spanking himself? He said 100. Take it over, man.
Hey, I'm AwesomeMay, and today I'm going to talk about the Fairly Oddparents Valentine's special, Love Struck. And come on, it's Butch Harmon. He's practically the ruler of romance. He is an icon in the world of love. But this episode is kind of horrible, honestly. It plays on so many stereotypes, and it goes full out on just being so wrong about everything. It's so hard to sit through. Timmy is annoying, the Cupid guy is annoying. Everything is exactly how you shouldn't do a Valentine's episode. It focuses on the world being split into two parts, the boys and the girls. The boys' side has a ton of sports, and the girls' side has rainbows and makeup. How did they do this so wrong? This episode aged terribly. I mean, as soon as Timmy stops talking to girls, he gets a full-on beard. What? It's not even the fact that it's offensive, it's the fact that Timmy is like 8. So it's a pretty bad look for Fairly Oddparents, but it's Butch Harmon. He could never be wrong about society, right? Right? We start off with a bunch of Cupids getting ready for the big day. Timmy tells Wanda that he didn't know Valentine's Day was such a big thing in the fairy world. How dare you not know about love? I know you're like 10, but come on. But Timmy also has a little bit of a plan himself. He wants to get his first kiss. Okay, dude, okay. He has a crush on a girl named Trixie, but the Cupids predict that he will be with Tootie. Tootie is the girl who is obsessed with Timmy, and Timmy hates her. I don't know why, he just doesn't like her. So Timmy goes on an epic adventure trying to convince the Cupids that his true love is Trixie. This episode also states that Timmy has a restraining order. Why do they completely ignore that sentence for the rest of the episode? We get this musical scene where Cosmo and Wanda teach Timmy the world of what girls love. My head is hurting so bad. I don't know if it's from this incredibly wrong episode or it's because I was drinking a Coca-Cola while watching it. At the end of the performance, Trixie rejects him and everybody makes fun of him. No! So instead of moving on, he then tells Cosmo and Wanda to get rid of all girls. That was a very fast twist. The main Cupid ruler finds the world running out of Valentine's love, and this episode starts to get really boring. It was already boring, but now it's even more boring. But we do get a little bit of character development from Timmy where he wants all the girls back, so I guess that's a little bit redeeming. Timmy Turner wished for a wall between boys and girls, but he goes back to the wall to tear it down. But it doesn't work out for him because everybody is going to war now.
Why is there a war? We need love.
We also find out that Cupid has lost all his magic powers because of Timmy, and he's starting to look like SpongeBob out of water. He's all shriveled up. And this finally gives Timmy enough power to grab a bunch of weapons and save the day. Timmy starts shooting everybody in the butts with love, and King Cupid gets more power by the second. And it's just in time because Timmy realizes he can't fix this damage on his own. And the episode wraps up pretty quickly after that. Everybody falls in love, we get more stereotypical moments, and everything goes back to normal. And Cosmo and Wanda gift Timmy with one last shootable love arrow, because this episode just had to keep going. And this is where they mention the restraining order again. Seriously, am I missing something? Why does he have a restraining order? What? Timmy at last minute changes his mind on Trixie and decides to be Tootie's Valentine. Okay, that's kinda sweet, but I still hate this episode. So yeah, this episode was kind of horrible. I don't really care for Fairly OddParents. I didn't really watch it growing up, but this episode is just This episode just leaves the worst taste in my mouth. It's so inaccurate. I just hate it. I hate it. This episode feels like it was written by just a bunch of old men.
Well, that's it in today's video. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like, share, comment, subscribe, and also please subscribe to your boy AwesomeMay. He is amazing. He makes videos based on movies and shows. It's just wonderful. It's a nice channel to watch. Go subscribe to him right now. Well, as always, peace out.